Warning, this is called number 2016-29999 in the interest of Sebastian and Landon Trizek. All parties, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Yes, sir. My name is Beatrice Rodriguez. I am the mother of both boys.
All right, and representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Andrea Eoff.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent, Gregory Trizek Jr., is not present. He was personally served on February 8th, 2022 at 10:08 a.m. at 841 Redonda Drive in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
He was given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail. Return receipt requested, which was delivered July 23rd, 2022. We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we begin, I'd like to ask that the court take judicial notice of the prior order signed in this case. It was signed on July 7th, 2017, and ordered Mr. Trizek to pay child support in the amount of $248.13 and medical support in the amount of $50.
All right, the court will note that.
Thank you. We'd also like to ask that the court take notice of our pleadings and pay record filed in this case on April 7th, 2021.
Okay.
Thank you. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to enter into evidence State's Exhibit A. It's the pay record in this case, updated.
Ms. Rodriguez, have you had an opportunity to take a look at that pay record?
Yes, sir. I have.
Have any objections
Yes,
to me admitting that into evidence?
No, sir.
All right, State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you. We'd also like to offer into evidence State's Exhibit B. It's the Bureau of Labor Statistics report that shows average wages for heavy and tractor trailer truck drivers.
Ms. Rodriguez, have you had an opportunity to look at that?
Yes, sir. I have.
You have any objections of me admitting it into evidence?
No, sir.
All right.
All
State's
right.
Exhibit B is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. And our final exhibit, I'd like to offer and ask that you admit State's Exhibit C. It's the notice of hearing given to Mr. Trizek at the Bennington address, which is also the same address we have as our last known address, and proof of delivery from the United States Postal Service.
Ms. Rodriguez, have you had an opportunity to look at that?
Yes, sir.
Have any objections to me admitting that into evidence?
No, sir.
All right, State's Exhibit C is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to call Beatrice Rodriguez.
All right.
All right. Ms. Rodriguez, will you please state your
Yes.
full name?
Yes, ma'am. Beatrice Rodriguez.
And will you state the names and ages of your children?
Sebastian Adam Trizek, 15. Landon Lee Trizek, 14.
All right. And Mr. Trizek was ordered to pay you child support and medical support. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Has he consistently paid that child support and medical support?
No, ma'am.
Is he currently in arrears for both of those obligations?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like for the court to make a judgment confirming those arrears at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what does Mr. Trizek do for a living?
From my understanding, he's a truck driver.
And to your knowledge, who does he work for?
For American Cargo Logistics.
And is he doing long haul cross country trucking trips for them?
From my understanding, yes. From California to Texas, yes.
And does he have a history of underreporting his income?
I'm pretty sure since he doesn't file and it's hard for, he works, but it's hard for us to get his income.
Okay. Did you see the Exhibit B, the Bureau of Labor Statistics report that talks about the average salary for long haul truck drivers in Texas?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you see that that report says that people in his job typically make an average annual salary of $48,150?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Do you believe the court should use that salary as his gross wages for calculating child support today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. To your knowledge, how many children does Mr. Trezak have besides your two children?
He has a total of 3, including mine.
Yes.
So he has one more.
All right. And he is ordered to pay child support for one other child?
From my understanding, yes.
Okay. How are your children currently covered for health insurance?
I just been approved for Medicaid.
Okay. And do you want to continue providing that Medicaid?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You're frozen,
The
Ms.
court-
Eo.
Can you hear me?
Okay, you're back on.
Okay,
Go ahead.
sorry about that. All right. Do you believe that Mr. Trezak's child support should be modified to $706 a month based on the average salary for a person who does his job?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe that he should be ordered to pay cash medical support in the amount of $241?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe that these modified child support and medical support amounts should be retroactive to March 1st of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And why do you think he should be ordered to pay these amounts beginning back in March instead of October?
Well, he's been knowing about these court dates. He's aware. He's fully aware. I'm guessing he's just dodging the court systems.
All right. And would you like to have his arrearages confirmed and as of February 28th, 2022? Can y'all hear me? I'm afraid I'm breaking up.
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
She's frozen now.
Okay. We can wait for her to come back.
We can hear you.
You can hear me? Because you have frozen for us.
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, if you don't mind, I
There we
can
go.
conclude my questioning and just make a state's recommendation if you would like.
Well,
Okay.
she's back now.
Okay. Ms. Rodriguez, you can hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry. I work at a pipe yard, so I'm guessing it's the internet's not that well over here.
Okay. Do you remember the pay record that we submitted as Exhibit B in this case?
Yes, yes, I remember.
Do you remember the highlighted line on page 8 that shows his arrearages as of February 28th, 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Would you like the court to confirm his child support arrearage as of that date at $8,351.11 and make a judgment against him for that amount?
Yes.
Would you like for him to be ordered to pay that amount at $92 a month beginning October 1st, 2022?
She's frozen again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Would you like for the court to make a judgment for medical arrears against him in the amount of $2,346.50 as of February 28th, 2022?
To be paid at the rate of $62 a month beginning October 1st, 2022?
Correct, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. I have no further questions and pass this witness, Your Honor.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that might be, Ms. Eoff, a better way more efficient way of saying, you know, the judgment is this much, or are you in agreement that the court order or judgment of this much to be paid at the rate of this much, beginning this much. That cuts it down to one question.
I
Usually
agree,
make
Your
it a little
Honor.
easier.
I
Okay,
agree.
all right.